Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really zeroing in on LinkedIn profiles.
Yeah, optimizing them.
Exactly. We've looked at LinkedIn's own data, some case studies, people who did makeovers and what they thought afterwards.
Right.
The mission today, figure out the key things you can do to make your profile really work for your career, for networking.
And you found that pretty striking statistic to kick things off.
I did. Get this. Optimized profiles can lead to 40 times more opportunities.
40 times. Wow, that's huge.
It really is. So how does that even happen?
Well, it seems there's this 5-step process LinkedIn data points to. It can boost your visibility, like how often you show up, by about 70%.
70% visibility increase just from being strategic.
Yeah, it seems so. It's not just about having a profile sitting there. It's got to be active, complete, using the right words. The algorithm rewards that.
Okay, that makes sense. And it's not just about being seen, right? It's credibility, too. I saw that 87% of recruiters use LinkedIn just to verify candidate info.
Exactly. 87%. That's massive. It tells you your profile has to be accurate. It's basically your online professional handshake.
Your digital reputation.
Precisely. If it's well-crafted, it builds trust immediately.
Okay, so let's talk specifics. Real people. You mentioned Sarah. Software engineer, 5 years in, but nothing.
Yeah, she had 5 years experience, solid background, but 0 callbacks for 6 months. Pretty frustrating.
Ouch. So what changed after the optimization?
Well, things move fast. Within just the first month, her profile views jumped over 300%.
300%.
And connection requests went from maybe 3 a month to over 40.
Yeah.
That visibility surge is crucial.
And the bottom line for her?
She landed a senior developer role. Fortune 500 company.
Nice. And her feedback?
She said she got, I think, 4 interviews within weeks of the makeover. Engagement shot up 270%. And her connection request response rate was like 95%.
So it's about getting found by the right people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Making sure your skills pop for the searches recruiters are actually doing.
Okay, different angle now. Marcus. He was an executive trying to pivot industries. That sounds tough.
It definitely can be. But his profile optimization led to an 870% increase in search appearances.
Whoa, 870%?
And his SSI score, that's the social selling index, kind of LinkedIn's measure of your brand effectiveness, it went from 43 to 78.
Big jump. So did it translate into actual results?
It did. He locked down 15 meetings with key decision makers in just 2 months.
15 meetings?
Yeah, and successfully made the switch to a new industry. He felt the makeover really positioned him as a thought leader. His content engagement spiked 450%, and LinkedIn even featured him twice.
So even for big shifts, a strategic profile can really elevate you.
It opens doors you might not expect.
And then Jennifer, the small business owner.
Right. With her, we saw this clear visual trend. Didn't grab exact numbers for this chat, but profile visits, monthly leads, just a steady climb upwards after the profile updates.
So more interest, more business.
Definitely. She said it went from just being like a basic resume online to a real marketing tool. Recommendations were up 280%.
Yeah.
And inquiries went from, maybe 3 a month to 47.
From 3 to 47. That's transformative for a small business. Okay, so what are these magic makeover components? What actually works?
A few key things really stand out in the data. Keywords, strategically placed, boosts search appearances by about 240%.
Okay, keywords are crucial. What else?
Focusing on achievements, not just duties. That kind of content gets like 3.6 times more engagement.
Right, showing results.
Exactly. And visuals matter too. A custom banner image can increase profile retention, how long people stay, by 70%.
Simple but effective.
And that about section. If it's optimized, it drives 180% more connection requests. It's prime real estate.
So these aren't small tweaks. They really shift how you appear online. And the overall results seem to back this up.
Oh, absolutely. The data suggests 94% of clients see significant results within just 30 days.
94% within a month.
And the average return on their profile investment, around 340%.
That's a pretty compelling case. Hard to argue with that kind of ROI.
It really shows there's so much potential just sitting there if your profile isn't actively working for you. It's an investment.
So for someone listening now, maybe their profile feels a bit static. What's a good first step?
Well, understanding where you are now is key. A good starting point could be getting a profile audit. Something that shows your current visibility score, points out the gaps.
Right, get a baseline. Makes sense. Okay, let's wrap this deep dive up. We've seen pretty clearly how a strategic approach to LinkedIn isn't just fluff.
No, it translates to real visibility, real engagement, and actual opportunities.
The data, the case studies, they all point to transformation being possible.
Definitely. And maybe a final thought to leave people with.
Go for it.
Just consider, beyond the immediate job search or connection request, how could a really strategic, powerful online presence fundamentally shift your entire professional path? What doors might open that you haven't even considered yet?
That's the bigger picture, isn't it? Food for thought.